All right, so I am back on Showdown after maybe a month of hiatus. I recently posted a Shin Red ROM hack 7U challenge video because I got some requests on the original to continue the series, even though I didn't think it performed too well. And to my surprise, it's not performing too well. But that's understandable. It's not a very community oriented, competitive type of scene. So here I am back on Showdown, back on my grind. And this is going to be random battles, my favorite game mode. And I bumped into rabbit13 during my ladder play, and we decided to have a reunion match. And Rabbit is a pro player. He is a regular in the tournaments. Very good player, very good guy overall. So we decided to have a fun match with each other, which turned out to be pretty exciting, or else I wouldn't upload it. So let's just get right into it. All right, so let's do a quick team preview. I have Golbat, Jinx, Voltorb, Kingler, Ninetales, and Marowak to start. So I lead with Golbat. He goes Kabutops. I'm saying it like there's a choice here. Golbat and Kabutops. And I try to hit him with the oldest trick in the book right here. In the chat, I say, I hope you like Silly Ray, implying that I'm going to do Confuse Ray. And then I click Mega Drain, like hoping he'd fall for it. And it's just such a dumb trick that I thought it might work, but it doesn't. He goes right to Butterfree, and I get like no damage in that Butterfree. And I'm fine where I'm at. I have no reveals so far, and Golbat isn't doing too well. My other option would have been to maybe sleep Ponyta or Voltorb, because Ponyta can't do anything against Kabutops, and Voltorb can't do anything against the ground. But I decided to just keep Golbat in and see where the Confuse Ray goes on this. So he's going to do Stun Spore, because I think he thinks he can take me out with Psychic and not have to worry about wasting a sleep powder. His confusion ends, so now I really am worried. He thought I would switch right there because, I'm me. Maybe switch into something to take that Butterfree down, thinking that he was going to do Psychic, but I'm just going to commit, go for the double edge, and eat the Psychic. I go for another Confuse Ray here, right? He's going to do that, yeah. I thought that would kill, and I was so mad that it didn't kill. And you may not think it's important as maybe a new viewer, but getting free entries in a game mode as tight as randoms is really valuable. So by me dying and him having Butterfree out, I threw out my next thing, and then he gets a free entry on that Pokemon that I throw out because his Butterfree was 1 HP, it didn't die. So, and I was just pretty much being lazy and not using Hyper Beam because I looked at my previous rolls and I was like, yeah, it'll probably kill Butterfree, and it doesn't kill Butterfree. So I'm really peeved that happens. And then he thinks I'm gonna bail out of Golbat. I'm trying to think of, maybe it's because I did the thing in the chat, like I was upset, and then he thought I would commit to switching. Like I'm trying to trick him again, maybe. So he throws out a sleep powder thinking I'm going to pull out Golbat, even though this Golbat really isn't too good to keep around. Like he thought I could save Golbat for a free sack later, possibly. So I do end up downing the Butterfree, which is good because I deny him a free entry on my Golbat feint. I'm going to let him take out Golbat here. I'm going to go to Jinx. Right. So, of course, I'm going to go right for the Lovely Kiss because I want to beat that Hypnosis. He's going to go to Execute, and he's saying, look at me, I have 2 sleepers, I'm not worried about you. So I'm going to hit the Lovely Kiss on this, and now I have some options here. What I really want to do is get in a position where I can set up Kingler. So I think he's going to predict Blizzard, and then he's going to go Kabutops. Kabutops outspeeds Jinx and can hit it really hard. So I go to Voltorb because I was expecting Kabutops to come in. He goes Ninetales on the Jinx, which is a fine move. So I'm like, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do the Thunder Wave, knowing full well he could put Execute back in. And I don't know if I double up on Thunderwave. Like, I don't know if he's going to pivot off this execute. I think I might. Yeah, see, I double up on it, thinking he's going to pivot out of it. So now he's kind of in a situation where he's like, oh, this is Gambler Keegan. Is he going to do Thunderwave a third time? That's really unorthodox. And I don't. I take this opportunity to bring in Kingler and get the free setup here. Bada bing, bada boom. He brings in Jigglypuff. I don't necessarily know why at the moment. Like, maybe he thought Jigglypuff could survive the Kingler Hyper Beam and, like, maybe get a counter, but, like, there's just no way. So, or maybe he was predicting my prediction of Ninetales or something else, right? For a Crab Hammer, maybe. Because he does have that Kabutops there. So I just commit. I say, okay, I'm going to do the Hyper Beam anyway. And Kabutops is a necessary sacrifice, in my opinion. He's going to bring in the Ninetales, and he does what I would have done, and he does his own Confuse Ray, his own Silly Ray, so I can wallop myself with my 2x attack and hurt myself really bad. And he also has Reflect on this, so he surprises me with that too. I get it off, but I miss. Oh my god, that could have been game changer right there. And then he just has to rub it in with Reflect. Like, you can't kill me. You can't kill me. So now I'm just smashing Crab Hammer, hoping I just get it before I die. But it's not going to happen. I'm going to bonk myself to death. All right, so I go Voltorb. I thought he was going to go back to Execute right there, so I was going to try to get a Thunder off. And I do get a Thunder off, and it ends up doing more damage than it would have done to Execute anyway. I forgot what my plan was from there. But I get the Thunder off on this Ninetales. I think what's he going to do? Body Slam? Yeah, try to get the Paralysis. Gets a nice crit on the Voltorb. Doesn't get it, though. Now he's going to go back to Execute, block that Thunder Wave. And let me try to remember what I do from here, because there's a lot of Rochambeau going on in this match. I don't like where I am. He doesn't know what my last two are. It's Marowak and... dang, I actually forgot what it was already. My own Ninetales. Or Ponyta. It's a Fire type. So I have something that's completely useless against Kabutops that I need to expend somehow. I think it might be Ninetales. Right? Anyway, I have some options here, and it's getting down to the wire where I'm going to have to do some trickery if I want to win. I end up going Jinx here, knowing full well he could have pivoted off that Execute. So I've got Ninetales, Kabutops, and Drowsy to contend with, and I'm not in a good spot right now. He definitely has the advantage. All right, Blizzard on this Drowsy. Mediocre damage. That's my opportunity to sack the thing that's not going to help me. Right there. I don't know why chat was stuck on, I hate Ray. Yeah. Classic. True. Chat was stuck. But I sack the Ninetales, the thing that is the least helpful to me, which is good. And then I go Marowak, because I was expecting him to double out to a Thunder Wave after that. He doesn't, but Marowak is now faster than Drowsy. I noticed this mid-game. I'm like, dude, they're changing this so much. I have 1 point higher than Drowsy. So I go Marowak, and I get a clutch crit right here. Just unbelievable. I couldn't believe that happened. I'm still in it at this point, but I still have to do some wizardry to get past Kabutops. So I want to try to sack Ninetales because his sleeper is asleep. But if I leave Ninetales in and it doesn't die, then he's going to Swords Dance. And then my only option from there is going to be Voltorb. So I'm going to deny myself a Jinx hit, if that's even the route I want to go. So I go Ninetales, eat a Surf, and then I'm going to come out because I think he's going to Swords Dance. So I go to Voltorb. He goes to Execute. I think he may have wanted to take that opportunity to try to wake it up, and he felt comfortable knowing that The only thing that can really hurt him is Marowak or Jinx. So I go Marowak. He wakes up. Not good. Gonna just cut it down the middle and do a seismic toss. He's gonna go to Kabutops. I went back to Ninetales on his Ninetales because I think I was expecting Fire Blast, and that was my opportunity to jump off of Ninetales into something more favorable. So now it's the same situation. He just does Hyper Beam, and wow, look at that. I wake up. Because I think he was expecting me to go back to Voltorb, right? And that Voltorb, I think, is in kill range for Hyper Beam. So, I'm not going to do that. And thankfully, because of the recharge, I get a wake up here, and I can use my own Confuse Ray, and then I think I'm going to try to get a Paralysis off before I go down, because that means he'll be slow enough for Marowak to hit. Confuse Ray. Hit that. Nothing. Alright, so Voltorb's my only recourse now. Double switch into Marowak. He does the Hyper Beam. I block it with Marowak. What? That's a play. That is a play right there. Because I think he thought I was just going to commit to Voltorb. And I can't do that or I'm going to lose. Like, sequencing it out, I'm straight up going to lose. There's no way I can take out that Ninetales and execute. So he does Hyper Beam. I block it with Marowak and I get an Earthquake out of it. It doesn't kill though. And I think his Confuse Ray is going to be over by then. Like, I think this is his last turn Confused, so I think, oh man, I'm done for. And then he bonks himself. Cheesed. Oh, man. Even I'm surprised. I'm like, what? No way. I thought you were going to lose it by then. All right. Good job, Soldier. Good job, Marowak. This is the final play of the game right here. So, in order for me to win, I have to get Jinx switched onto that Execute. But I think he knows that. And I'm afraid. But then again, maybe he's afraid of the Thunder Wave. And then the explosion later, and then Jinx finishing it anyway. So we're kind of in a little rock, paper, scissors right now of who's going to do what. If I do this double into Jinx, and he says, no, you have to do the double into Jinx or you're going to lose, then I'm going to lose, right? But he could know that I could know that he knows. So this is the essence of Pokemon right here. It's the classic rock, paper, scissors of you both have one means to win and one means to deny the other person a win. So this is it. This is the final move. To double or not to double. And this is how so many high-level matches end. Especially during my time in the Masters tournament. It's just like, to double or not to double. Because chances are your opponent is going to be in a situation where you have to like do some mind trickery to win, period. So I just commit. I'm like, all right, well, clearly the only way I can win this is if I get Jinx in. But if he knows that, then he's just going to keep Ninetales in and call my bluff. And then he picks the wrong... he picks Scissors and I picked Rock. Boom. I just got to land the Lovely Kiss now, and that's that. That is that. What a crazy match. So many doubles, so many tricks. He really had me on the ropes most of that match. Like, I was in a bad spot the whole time. Except for that Kingler play that he completely negated with Confuse Ray. Striking again. So very well played, Rabbit. Very exciting match. Really took me back. Huge welcome back. Thank you for the game. And Rabbit is currently on his first climb to 1700. So if you guys see him on ladder, you better watch out. He is out for blood. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.